He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Smith-Njigba with a grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards for number 11.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Extra receivers have spread the defense out. They're able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now it's Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a first down.
It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can bet you even pick a brown.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back to Walker on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Van Noy. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. That free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
We're going to set.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
We're going to set.
On third down, here's Walker. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Back to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And some room to work. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down, Seattle.
2 Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jahad Campbell. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Great, set.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now think you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, you come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Great, set. Go Silver, ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd and 10.
Great, set.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Great, set. Set. Motion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Crowd left Yeti.
They'll give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. These 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Open man, this is Lewis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
To the right side, this is Walker. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
52 blue, that touch.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 52 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look upward. They're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Darnold from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Hardman to return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Darnold. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
And Barkley will try to pinch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the second...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Eagles 34, Seahawks 13. Jake Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Again, a play of 58 yards. That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 34, Seahawks 20. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Go show, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. Gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't do like your birthday.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 173 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This is 2nd and 8.
Go Silver, ready?
Barkley inside handoff. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Trimmer, trimmer. Silver, stay. No touch.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go to Barkley again. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Andrew McCabe. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Pushes past him. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff to Barkley. He had a
great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.